Right, in this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about how to use the Blockware marketplace to start mining Bitcoin today in the most cost-effective, transparent, and best way to do hosted Bitcoin mining. And if you stay to the end of the video, I will show you a super secret trick that can save you a ton in Bitcoin. Let's get into it. First things first, if you have an account already, you can click log in. If you don't, you can hit this big green sign up button. Next, click create one if you don't have an account, and this will allow you to sign up with an email, Microsoft account, or Google account. All right, so you're all signed up and logged into the Blockware marketplace, and you're ready to start using it now. There are a ton of different features. The marketplace is super simple to navigate, but there's a lot going on at the same time. So I'm here to show you all of the hidden gems and all of the things you can do on the Blockware marketplace. So the first things first is this column over here on the left. If you simply click this arrow, you can collapse to where you just see the icons, or you can expand it and you can see all of the different tabs, all of the different sections of the marketplace. So we'll run through these very quickly and then we'll go into more detail on each of them. First is your dashboard. So this will show you the sum of your entire Bitcoin mining fleet. So you can see here, as you can see, we have 44 miners totaling up to 4.35 petahash. And over the last 24 hours, we have earned roughly 0.00087 BTC. So that's about 87,000 sats. So this main dashboard here can give you the total view of your fleet, so you can see how much you've been hashing, your efficiency, your revenue, and then you can look at the last 7 days, last 2 weeks, or the last 30 days. All right, so next is the marketplace tab, and this right here is where the goods are at. So this shows you every single machine that is for sale on the marketplace right now. These are live hashing Bitcoin mining rigs that you can purchase today with Bitcoin, and they will belong to you as soon as your transaction is confirmed. You can start mining today. So there's a lot going on here. How do you use it? First things first, this toggle up here on the left, you can switch between Bitcoin and dollars. So if you want to price things in terms of Bitcoin, you can do that by toggling to BTC. If the US dollar is your personal unit of account, you could set your prices in dollars. So we'll leave it at dollars for right now. And you have a bunch of different metrics up here at the top. Let's run through these. So first is location. Where is your machine located? Or where is rather this machine, the one you're looking at, located? Blockware has facilities in 5 different states in the US: Kentucky, Texas, Oklahoma, Iowa, and Georgia. So this column over here on the left will tell you exactly where that machine is located. Next is the miner column. So this tells you what type of miner you're buying. You can see here, this is an M66S, 268 terahash, 19 watts per terahash. Down here, Bitmain S21 Pro, 234 terahash. And you see this number here in the green parentheses. So that just tells you how many machines are in this listing. So the marketplace works with bundles. So you can here, this is a 10-pack bundle of M66Ss. So if you want to buy 10 machines at once, you could do that with this bundle. And prices are set by the users, so it's a pure free market, but typically what you see is the bundles are going to have way better pricing. Like you see here, this 10-pack of M66Ss selling for $20 per terahash versus the 9-pack is selling for $26 per terahash. So you're going to get better per unit pricing the more machines you buy typically. And if you want to buy just one machine, there are plenty of individual listings here. So here's one. A Bitmain S19 XP, 141 terahash, and we'll get into the nitty-gritty of this page in a minute, but let's go back here. The next column is the estimated revenue. So how much is this machine or this bundle expected to earn over the next 30 days? Again, you can look at it in terms of Bitcoin or in terms of dollars. Next is how much profit is this expected to earn? So this is taking the estimated revenue and then it's subtracting what your hosting cost is going to be for 1 month of running that machine. And then this column, very important, is the price. How much does it cost to buy this machine? And then the last column here is price per terahash. So this simply takes the price and divides it by the actual live 24-hour hash rate of the machine, which will give you price in terms of terahash. So this is good for measuring sort of the premium of newer generation machines, right? hash is not equal. A 200 terahash machine that's more efficient than a 100 terahash machine, the newer generation machine is going to cost more, even on a per terahash basis, as well as just costing more outright. So this is a very important metric when measuring ASIC prices. So we've got it available here. Next, you can sort the marketplace. All of these metrics here that have an arrow next to them, you simply click the arrow. Now we're sorting from lowest price to highest price. Click it again. All right, now we're seeing the most expensive machines listed first, and then we can sort back and sort by price. So the next thing we'll look at is the search. So maybe you want to just see a specific rig. Let's look at the 200 terahash Bitmain S21s, and then I always like to just sort by price right away. We're sorting the lowest to the most expensive machine. And first is we have this one located at our Iowa facility. You can see over the last 24 hours, it's been hashing almost exactly as you would expect it to, 200.99 terahash per second. For the last 30 days, or over the next 30 days, rather, it's going to earn an estimated 0.004 Bitcoin. And your estimated profit is going to be about 0.001 Bitcoin after you pay the electricity bill. Now, the next thing we'll do is we'll click on this rig. On this page, once you've opened up the individual machine listing, you get to really see one of the key advantages of the Blockware marketplace, which is the transparency. So you can see the exact hash rate of this machine over the last 30 days. You can see it's only been offline for just a brief period, almost a month ago. It's been hashing exactly as you want it to. And this machine is live online right now. There's no lead time. There's no hassle. There's no, oh, yeah, you'll be mining in a couple of days. It's like, no, you're mining today. As soon as you buy it, this machine's already online waiting for you. You can see here, this is when the machine was plugged in. July 23rd, 2024. You can see how much power it's drawing, so 3.5 kilowatts, and then you can see its hash rate. So something interesting here is if you copy the serial number and then you go to Bitmain warranty checker. I think I spelled warranty wrong. Here you go. And then you paste the serial number of the machine in, hit search. You can see exactly how much longer this has on warranty. So this machine is still under warranty until March 20th, 2025. So very helpful. Next, we've got the profitability calculator. So this is a very interesting feature. You can sort of play around with what you think Bitcoin price and difficulty will do, and then it'll tell you how much you can expect your machine to earn over the next couple of years. So let's say the Bitcoin price goes up 50% a year and difficulty also goes up 50% a year. You calculate, as you'd expect, is your profitability doesn't really change, right, on a month-over-month basis because price and difficulty are growing at the same rate. And this orange line here is your total accumulated profits. So you can see exactly at what point will you break even on the cost of your machine. So let's say price and difficulty move in tandem, you will break even at month 26, so just over 2 years. But let's say, price historically, Bitcoin's 10-year CAGR has been 63%. And difficulty's not going up 50% a year. Let's say difficulty is going up 30% a year. And then let's say calculate. Well, you can see over the next 3 years, you're going to profit about $16,000 and you're going to mine 0.117 Bitcoin. And then you could see here your revenue is growing every month because the Bitcoin price is growing, and your hosting rate is staying the same because your hosting rate will not change. You're locking in a fixed electricity rate. And then on this tab, you can see other offers for the same machine. So again, you want to make sure you're getting the best deal possible, sort by price, and maybe you want also to buy different machines at different sites, right? Spread out your risk. So if you have a few machines at the Iowa site, maybe you want to get some at the Kentucky site or the Georgia site. That's always something to consider. Next, we'll look at the bids. So maybe you don't like the price that is for sale right now, but you'll buy at a lower price. You're willing to do that. So you can place a bid, and then if a seller drops their price to match your bid, you'll instantly get an email notification, and then you can proceed to purchase the rig. So here, you can see the highest bid for one of these machines is $3,700. Now, let's place a bid. I'll buy one of these for $3,750. How about that? One machine. We'll place a bid just like that. Next, for now, we're going to skip the wallet tab just because I don't want you to see how much Bitcoin we're mining. and we'll go to the miners tab. So you can see this tab will show you an individual breakdown of every machine you own. So let's look at this S21 Pro. I want to make sure all the machines I own are hashing. So this one has only been online since September 8th, so you can't go back too far because it just got plugged in, right? But since it's been plugged in, it's been doing very, very well, earning us about $314 every month, and it costs $200 in electricity to run this machine. The transactions tab, this is simply a record of all your transactions, so buys and sells on the marketplace. And let's say you have a machine and you want to sell, it's super easy. So we'll scroll over here, and actually this one's already listed for sale. So we would edit the offer, change the price, whatever. And here, let's say you want to buy a machine, but you don't have any Bitcoin to spend on the marketplace. Well, we have this handy dandy resource that connects you to various on-ramps. So let's say you want to buy $5,000 worth of Bitcoin to spend on the marketplace. You want to pay with debit card. You click here, and this will connect you to various different on-ramps. So from there, it's a different service. You're leaving the marketplace, but this does make it super easy if you don't have your own Bitcoin on-ramp. If you have your own Bitcoin or a place you like to buy Bitcoin, feel free to use that. But if you're new to Bitcoin and you need a place to go, you can go to the Buy Bitcoin tab here, and then it'll connect you with all sorts of different on-ramps. Next, let's go to the Settings tab. So I've got this blurred out because I don't want you to see my Bitcoin wallet address, but this is where you could set up your address. So this is going to be when you're mining Bitcoin, this is where your payouts go to this Bitcoin address that you put in here. Now, you can also set your threshold. So this will be, hey, I need to mine this amount of Bitcoin before it gets sent to my wallet. And I would definitely recommend, so right now we've got it at 0.001. I would set it to 0.01 at a minimum, just because you want larger chunks. That's a topic for another video. But the minimum threshold here is 0.001. So if you want to get your Bitcoin into self-custody ASAP, you can set that as your threshold. And then this bar right here, the interval hours, this is just how often you're checking to see if you're at that threshold. So when you have it set for 24 hours, once a day, it's going to check and see, have you mined 0.001 Bitcoin? If yes, it's going to send it to the address you have pasted in here. And if you want it to check more frequently, you can simply adjust this metric and adjust this bar right here, and then click Save Changes. If you go to the Account Setup tab, this is simply to make sure you've signed the marketplace agreement. And then if you go to Profile, you can change your username. So by default, it's going to be your email, and I would definitely recommend just changing it to something else. All right, so you've made it to the end of the video. I promised I would show you a really nifty trick if you stay to the end, and this is it. So rigs are listed on the marketplace. Their price can be set in terms of dollars, or it can be set in terms of Bitcoin. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. All right, so we're here on the miners tab, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. This is an S19K Pro that we have listed for sale. We have the price set at $1,880. So this price is fixed in dollar terms, meaning that if the Bitcoin price fluctuates, which it always does, obviously Bitcoin's a volatile asset, price is going to stay $1,880. But let's say Bitcoin goes up in price, then in Bitcoin terms, this machine's actually going to be cheaper. So right now in Bitcoin terms, it's 0.02941. But if Bitcoin goes up, because the price is set in terms of dollars, this Bitcoin denominated price is going to go down. So if you're holding Bitcoin, if that's what you save in, your purchasing power is actually going to go up as Bitcoin goes up, of course, and you're going to be able to buy machines for less in terms of Bitcoin, and it's going to be the same price in dollar terms. Now, on the seller side, if you sell a machine and you set the price in terms of Bitcoin, then if the Bitcoin price goes down, your machine will actually become cheaper in dollar terms. You're still going to be getting the same amount of Bitcoin when the machine sells, but because it's cheaper in dollar terms, you may be able to entice a buyer on that side. So from a buyer's perspective, always keep an eye out on the marketplace on days when the Bitcoin price is pumping, because machines in Bitcoin terms, they will get much cheaper. So that's your free alpha of the day. If you ever have any questions, You can go to the support tab. We have all sorts of FAQs and tutorials, things to learn. There's no shortage of substance here, but you're always welcome to reach out to our team directly. You can email sales@blockwaresolutions.com, or you can shoot us a DM on Twitter/X. We're very responsive there. Our handle is @Blockware Team. So feel free to reach out with any questions, and happy mining.